it is what it is. That's what the kids say, right?
Yeah, that's what the children tell us.
I mean, yeah, they're always making excuses, those damn children.
Yeah.
Speaking of those damn children, how are your children doing? They're doing good?
Yeah, they haven't been sick the past
my God.
week. We made it a week without having to take off work necessarily. Unless I'm blocking out another traumatic experience and I've actually forgotten.
Oh, that's just all of parenthood now, isn't it?
Potentially, yeah.
Yeah. Feel that big time.
Hoping.
Yeah.
But I don't think there's been anything of note, so I feel good about that.
I'm glad to hear that, honestly. How's little Eski doing with all of his allergies? Is he adapting well to the dietary changes?
We're fine. We actually got notification from the doctor finally that it is not soy. So that reopens up French fries for us, and so that is what is keeping us afloat.
So now you can eat chips and French fries.
Yeah. Unless they have.
Oh, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, because it was soybean oil and everything, so it's fine.
Yeah, soybean oil's in a lot of shit too. So, all right, enough boring bullshit. Welcome to the 1 to 10 podcast, everybody. Another rousing episode of reacting.
Yes,
react. This format
more.
Seems good. I mean,
I like it.
I have fun with it. I think it keeps us fresh, keeps us spicy, and it keeps us humorous too. Because I think sometimes. I don't think we ever pander too long on a too serious topic, but I think especially like lining things up that are serious and then like, all right, palate cleanser. Like that's
we need to change gears. Yeah, we could definitely stick on a topic.
Oh yeah, man.
I could keep us rooted.
The weather recently has been fucking phenomenal. I'm wearing a hoodie.
Okay,
I'm wearing a hoodie, bro.
Fuck you. It's 102 degrees right now, and I'm sweating my absolute dick off.
The high today was like 79 or 80 here.
We had really good weather this weekend, right?
Fair.
So we got to enjoy Sunday and Monday.
Cool.
But then it's just been, I've been sweating my asshole. Like the inside of my asshole has been wet.
I'm so sorry, dude. I know.
And I've been sweating too.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Lit. All right. Well, on to the inappropriate. All right, we've got quite a bit of stuff curated here, but we're starting in the true shit pit of content. We're starting with Facebook Reels.
You can't get any better than that.
I found a couple good ones. I couldn't find them on the other websites. I probably could have went through Instagram, but I don't. I have an Instagram, but I don't use my Instagram.
Yeah.
So I don't know, whatever. All right, here we go. A For You page pranking AG Candy Funny Reels revival of real Facebook For You. They used For You twice. It's good.
They used For You, but that's TikTok. Did they just copy there's not a For You page on Facebook?
I don't know, but we're going to find out.
Okay, let's see if it's actually for me.
Hey, you need to stop staring at my dog like that. Hey, your dog need to stop walking around with all that ass.
Hello, my name's Quay. I'm 34, and I'm a furry.
It's a fucking robbery. Nobody fucking move. What the hell are you doing?
Protecting my territory.
You know what, bruh? Keep your money. All of this is weird as
Just take a second. This is
true.
This is so good.
Yeah.
And so malignant to probably like a few furries that are like actually decent
like
people who aren't
exist.
Well, like there's probably a few that aren't like completely like weird, but their persona and only do it at times that are like appropriate for their community and culture. And there's other people like this guy. Continue.
I love to eat lots of dog food. It makes my tail wag.
Why are you, as a grown-ass man, talking like a 5-year-old?
It's just a part of my persona. It's not anything weird. I swear.
Yeah, okay.
It's like shit in here. Quan had a widow accident.
Who the fuck is Quan?
My persona. You really should have had a widow box for him.
Are they roommates?
I'm getting tired of his wannabe dog ass.
So.
Somebody need to put that motherfucker down.
Hello, puppy.
Jesus
I like that.
Christ,
that was good.
Dude.
That was very good. All that ass on the dog, dude.
That was funny.
Elite Super Soldiers talk about Pokemon. Oh boy.
I saw this today and I cried. I thought this shit was so funny.
I'm ready.
Charmander, Bulbasaur, or Squirtle? Charmander, Bulbasaur, or Squirtle? I'm gonna have to go with Bulbasaur, my guy.
What? Some would mathematically argue that is the educated choice.
True.
They would. There's like a mathematics video of breaking down everything, and Bulbasaur is the cultured man's choice.
Yeah,
gonna say
absolutely.
That.
I've always been a grass type, bro. I picked Turtwig.
That doesn't surprise me that you're a grass type.
What do you mean?
So I'm in the kitchen, right? Making a little drink, getting a little munchies. And I hear this man say, Bulbasaur?
You heard that right,
This
bro.
man has consistently the worst takes I've ever heard.
Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro. I knew somebody was gonna have my back on that. I knew somebody was gonna have my back. I knew it, bro. Thank you.
You know, the real tragedy here is that these 4 funny dudes are still playing Halo.
Not necessarily.
Halo
This could be like a LAN party.
Bulbasaur, Charmander, or Squirtle. Right in front of you. Who you picking?
Charmander.
Thank you, bro. This man Ben just said Bulbasaur. This man, oh God,
That's
said
the worst
Bulbasaur.
one.
That's how you know Ben is softy, because Pokemon. What do you mean? I would have taken Squirtle or Charmander as the correct answer, but there's only one correct answer on this next one. Trico, Mudkip, or Torchic. What's the correct answer?
It's Mudkip, dude.
Bro, I'm gonna have to go with
Bro,
Trico,
don't you say
and I'm gonna be honest.
There's one answer. I didn't hear what you said. There's one answer.
It's
What's your answer?
Trico.
Bro, get out of this party, bro.
Is Kazakhstan in general? Yeah, he is. He's pretty good too.
What?
Kazakhstan.
That's where I started crying.
What
dude.
did you say?
That's a country, you don't.
Nah, bro, hold on.
He's gonna look it up like he's. No, dude, I know I'm right.
Oh my god. It's funny the second time, dude. Oh.
That's great.
Then Kazakhstan is a country.
He's talking about
Genghis Khan.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Genghis Khan?
Genghis Khan. Genghis Khan.
Cover
Oh my god.
Kazakhstan and-
This Kazakhstan in Gen 1, dude. What the
That's
fuck?
great.
That's
That's good.
amazing. That is the epitome of why we started this podcast. It's just dumbass gaming conversations.
Did
that
you ever
happened.
see? Did you ever see? Not. I know we got a lot to get
You're
through.
good,
Did
you're
you ever
good.
see the Discord McDonald's drive-through?
No. I can't say I have. I've seen a
This-
lot of shit, but I haven't seen that.
This YouTube video has the same vibes as
Send it.
yeah. I'm sending this one.
I'm about it. That's
they
so
made it
funny.
into a short. They made it into a short. Here
Even
we go.
better, dude.
And the ideas. You're just gonna overshoot everything just to watch this one video.
Oh no. It's Call Me Carson though. Oh no.
So what? Don't listen. Death of the artist, okay?
Yes, I'd like all of it.
What?
All of it? I want everything.
No, this is not the video. I'm sorry. Pause this dog shit.
What?
No, this is the wrong one, and I'm so sorry.
That's
We're
fine,
totally
dude.
we're throwing off the
The
vibe
vibe
just for a
has been
second.
killed, dude.
It wasn't.
It's
It wasn't Call
fucking
Me Carson.
dead, dude.
It's this one.
Appreciate customer.
You guys fucking suck.
I keep clicking on his name.
You guys fucking suck. Do it again.
He kept making me laugh. I couldn't do it.
Try
I
again.
kept clicking on his name.
What the fuck?
I fucking had a feeling.
No, just you gotta watch like at least
You're
2 minutes.
miscounting
No,
or
that's
some
fine.
dumb shit, but I said one after another after another.
This is the same vibes as that
Do you have
conversation.
the
That's
practical
all
words
I'm getting
going,
at.
Kai's hole.
I do.
Oh, keys.
Okay, wait. Let me see where it's gonna be, cause then I'll be able to click it.
You know what they're trying to do, right?
Technically, I'm in the back seat.
They're trying to drive their car through the drive-through to get to McDonald's. So they're trying to time their voice channel changes so that it's like a car driving up to McDonald's.
Oh my
So like skip forward like here. I'm gonna find the funny part because
It's probably right here where it starts getting some rewatch
yeah,
value.
yeah.
Laugh if you wait again.
Here we go. What? Okay. Okay. They fucking did it. They missed.
We just drove into
They drove their car through it, and they ended up on the other side.
All right, let's try let's try the next.
Yeah.
Let's see if they can get it this time.
Yeah.
Okay. They're doing it. They're doing it. Okay.
Daddy, I'm hungry.
Thank you, McDonald's. Shall we go?
Thank you, McDonald's.
Sorry.
Thank you, McDonald's. Shout out to the employees. You guys doing a great job.
Oh, I'm so. I had just one job. I'm sorry.
Thank you, McDonald's.
Thank you, McDonald's.
We gotta get this successful order.
How can? Thank you.
But it's like you understand the connection that I made.
Yeah.
Is it's literally the.
Oh, it's the same fucking energy, dude.
Yeah.
Calm down.
Oh shit, dude! I have tears. I literally have wet eyes. It's so good.
I can't read the script.
I don't know. It's so funny.
So hard.
That's
I'm crying.
They're just like stuck. They
The
need
first,
to retry it again.
The first 10 minutes of this podcast has just been us like coherent, and then it just goes so left.
I should have done that when I worked at Burger King. Thank you, Burger King.
He's on the Burger King. What the fuck?
Okay.
Oh my god, dude! I have to take my hoodie off. I'm like starting to sweat. All right.
Daddy, I'm hungry.
Thank you, McDonald's. How can I help you?
Yo, that guy. Hang on. That guy has guaranteed got the webcam I'm using, and he's using that webcam mic.
And he's switched to that mic. Yeah.
McDonald's. So good, dude.
Damn it.
Holy shit.
And this goes on for another 4 minutes.
Dude, let's see. There's some hills and valleys here. Let's check out another fat hill.
Thank you for choosing McDonald's. How can I help you?
Yeah, can I get a 10-piece?
Any sauce for that, sir?
Yeah, sweet and sour.
Actually, sir, so we don't have any sweet sour sauce. This is a Chick-fil-A, sir.
Chick-fil-A isn't sweet and sour. They have Polynesian, idiot.
The pig.
Oh fuck, dude!
I saw like a 3-minute version of this. This is like the full one.
Yeah, someone cut it down. They shouldn't have.
Sorry, we don't have a sweet sour. This is Chick-fil-A.
They're ad-libbing on their own script and it's throwing each other up.
These dudes shopped a fucking script together. They can't even stick to it. Amazing.
Daddy, I'm hungry.
Except this guy. The kid is killing.
McDonald's. How can I help you?
He's on. And he's like, God damn it.
All right.
Hey, here we go. This has got to be it.
Okay, here they go.
Daddy, I'm hungry.
Better delivery every time. A true actor. Oh, dude. You ever had that moment when the back of your temples start to hurt from smiling so much?
You're smiling? Yeah,
yes,
absolutely.
dude.
That is this right now.
Oh my god.
That one wasn't my fault.
That one wasn't my fault.
So real quick for the listener, what they're doing is they've created like a bunch of voice channels in Discord called Drive Through, and they are timing they're clicking into each voice channel from top to bottom, so it looks like they're in a unit and they're like
A car moving through the drive-through.
And then there is McDonald's employee sitting in a voice channel called McDonald, and they're driving into the McDonald's, and then the McDonald's employee is taking their order.
Holy shit!
And they're trying really hard. Oh,
dude, I'm trying hard just to keep sane. This is great. All right, finally the final attempt, the correct one.
Yes, this should be the good one.
Daddy, I'm hungry.
Best delivery yet.
McDonald's. How can I help you?
Yeah, can I get a 10-piece?
Any sauce for that, sir?
Yeah, sweet and sour.
I'm sorry, sir.
Oh my.
I'm sorry.
Oh my god. I can't, dude. That's so fucking funny, man. Oh
That's
my
amazing.
god. Oh.
All right. Let's get the pace up. We gotta.
We
gotta
get
get through
this
some-
motor, dude.
I'm walking on the treadmill. There's only one thing I'm thinking of. I only work out so I can eat Italian subs.
Based.
True.
Let me eat large quantities of spicy meat.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I'm only working out for those Italian treats. Whenever.
Fuck
Okay,
yeah, dude.
okay.
Based.
Yeah,
I saw
amazing.
I saw a couple little songs here on Facebook. They made me laugh. That guy made me laugh. But this guy,
Samsung has to test their phones to meet extreme demands. So they made a new device to see how much weight it can stand. It's shaped like a posterior to see when phones would crack.
where do you think this song is gonna go?
I have no idea.
You're not gonna see it coming.
And all I gotta say is how much I gotta pay for me to get into that lab. I wanna see that robot butt, working on that robot butt machine. I wonder how they fit all of that robot cake in those sexy robot jeans. Wanna tell the robot butt my secrets about all of the bad things that I did. Then I wanna give that robot butt a ring and have strong robot butt kids and give it to me.
Wow.
Come on, build a life with the robot butt, buy a house with the robot butt. Face adversity with robot butt, but kids from college with the robot butt. Growing change with the robot butt, learn even more about the robot butt. Then retire with the robot butt, die in the arms of the robot butt. I heard Sam.
Fuck yeah, dude.
That's catchy as fuck, dude.
Dude, the face
and the loop
adversity
is really
where,
good.
where he got me. The face
And I
adversity of the
also love
robot
that
butt was so good.
He kept the phrasing to where
Oh yeah.
when it restarts, it's like it's not ending early or late. It's like
Okay.
you're ready for the
So-
next repetition.
Small side tangent here. Do you know what the Hey Bear dancing fruits are?
Yeah. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
yep.
the
Yep.
they,
Yep.
they've got,
We'll
like,
we'll
the
show the
techniques.
audience real quick, just so they can understand exactly what we're talking about.
Hey Bear Sensory.
This is the best song, by the way.
That's going. How many people are in this live stream right now, do you think?
7,263.
7,000 children are falling asleep with their iPads right next to their face.
I would not put this on to let my baby fall asleep, for the record. So basically, Sam and I have had conversations about this channel, and she's like, "Did you hear that you can put any song to this? They do that on TikTok." I was like, "Yeah, it's in common time. Of course you can do that." And she's like, "What?" And I realize that musicians are just built fucking different sometimes.
We just understand. We just know.
You just count it. And I sit there, so I start counting it, and I'm like, "Okay, let's count it. Sam, let me explain it to you." I'm like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, and I'm like, it's 4 beats on 4.
There's-
Come on,
it's
it's
four
to me,
on the
it
floor.
makes perfect sense. And I'm like, yeah. And then I remembered that whole like, there was the Dear Maria trend where you could play any anime intro with Dear Maria, Count Me In by All Time Low, and everyone did that. I'm like, yeah, once again, 4/4. Like, come on.
Yeah,
like
two bars to get to the thing, and then explosion after the bar number 3. Whatever.
Exactly.
I can't even describe it. But
and
I
trying to
understand what it
explain
is.
that to somebody who does not is not musically literate in that way, they're just like, "What are you talking about?" And I've had that happen twice in the last week, and I was like, "Okay, I'm done trying to explain this to people who don't want to understand music is math, but better."
It's like the. Do you remember the Spider-Man GIF dancing?
Yes.
It's like or the ninja. He'll dance to any song.
Of course.
Then you tried it for hours, and you're like, "Holy fuck, he's dancing to literally
Anything.
literally every song."
But then you play Lateralis by Tool, and it still works.
And
you're
it
like,
still works.
All right.
How is he dancing in prime time?
I saw
structures?
this
I have no
clip
idea.
like 3 weeks ago, and I thought that surely this is too offensive to show on the podcast. And then I saw it again. I was like, never, no such thing.
Never.
It's freespeech45.com.
It's an Instagram one. You've known freespeech45.com. Get your shirt. Be the first purchaser.
All right.
It's even on Instagram, so you know it's serious.
Oh yeah. The best roast battle ever.
People always bring up your wheelchair and your voice and your disease, and no one ever brings up how fucking annoying you are.
What can only be described as a man with cerebral palsy is on the stage.
In a wheelchair, arms.
Thank you, Ali Wang. Robin is unemployed, so it's a good thing she doesn't have to buy tampons.
This being
And,
Robin
of course,
Tran, and we believe that
a
Robin
trans woman.
Yes, a trans woman, an
They-
Asian
they
trans
have to
woman.
be.
Yes.
There are a lot of things Joe can't hold, like a microphone or his liquor or the arms of a woman who actually loves him.
My limbs are straighter than you'll ever be. Robin wants to be an actress, but she doesn't even portray a convincing woman.
Jesus. Want to remind you guys that we are allies here on the One Set podcast, but
damn it.
holy fuck.
Yeah, I am transgender and I still use my dick more than you do.
Robin is so fat, the only thing bigger than her shadow is her Bible shadow.
You know what, guys? This isn't fair. I can't call Joe any slurs, yet he gets to slur his way through this entire battle.
My speech is more clear than your gender.
Oh my god, dude. That was so good.
Yeah, that's good.
God damn, it's so funny. All right. Switching from one Instagram reel to another Instagram reel, coincidentally.
You are not you are not prepared.
To be clear to everyone, I never watch what you post. Like I as I was pulling some of these things up, I was like crying laughing from the first 2 seconds. But I have not watched most of them. All right. Let's dig in. Oh my god. Is that kid dead?
No, he's alive. They're just fucking swinging him like that.
They got him. Oh my god, dude. Dude, South African filmmaking is crazy these days.
Action is coming.
Holy shit. That kid
Yeah.
was a fucking rubber band.
Yeah. I don't know. I wonder what happens to his joints.
I mean,
to
this
his
is
shoulder
this
joints.
just speaks to like what we know about our kids is that like they're made of fucking Play-Doh.
Yeah, true, but like
that kid's just
I
made
would
of
not
super
fucking-
Play-Doh.
I would not swing little E like around like that.
I agree, dude. All right. This is one of your
Oh, I forgot about this one.
How much speed do we need to make it over this pothole safely?
Okay. I like where his head's at.
I was on a little bit of a kick for some reason with
Were you live on
how
Tik-
much X does it need to take Y? Like that's a very easy format, and I like that a lot.
He almost did it at 180.
Does he land? Oh, he's
So close. You would think going faster would surely be the solution.
I mean, it kind of is, you know?
220's close. Question is, can you keep the car straight?
Yeah, can he actually?
Okay. Okay.
Which car next?
So 250 miles per hour at a Bugatti over a giant
To drive
pothole.
over like a semi-sized pothole.
Yeah, a
Or
pothole that
semi-trailer.
is clearly longer than the car.
Like sinkhole, like
Holy
Haiti
shit.
sinkhole size.
All right, is this the same guy?
I don't think so. It's
think
just
so either.
this was like a series of videos
Which
that I
Tesla
saw in
can
sequence.
jump the longest?
Tesla can jump longest.
Okay.
Cybertruck.
Cool. That's not a
We don't
Cybertruck.
have to watch this whole thing. It's just
396 meters.
this is a
Road
very
trip.
interesting concept, and it sucked me in, and I was like, okay, I gotta see.
Do a flip,
Gotta
do a
see what
flip, do a
makes
flip,
it.
do a flip.
375 meters.
I don't know why it just
Semi-truck.
stopped.
Oh.
Can they give us the side view?
253 meters. Model S.
I mean, it is definitely important to see that distance. Oh, dude.
I don't know. Like,
I don't. I
they
feel
have to
like
be controlling it.
Model 3.
I feel like there's no way that they should be counting ones where they've landed on their back or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it should be
Yeah.
make sure they land
Model S.
upright.
It doesn't make sense to me though that they just randomly start flipping. I think they're just rotating to extend the
329
length.
meters. Model Y.
Probably gets a farther distance by doing certain things.
Yeah. Like when you're reaching
Physics,
a long
man.
349
True.
meters.
You know,
Okay.
hold your forward momentum.
The
your
Bugatti
rotational-
one definitely did it for me
Yeah.
more. I'll say that. But this is
It's
this
just-
is an
it's a
interesting
cool-
niche. It's like, hey,
Yeah.
how fast do I have to go to do this with this car? How quickly can I
how
do?
much to think? So
This
here's number
guy,
3.
Matt LaRose, fucking rules. I've seen
This is a
so
really cool
many of
guy.
his videos, but this one I saw it about a week before this, and I thought about posting it for last week's
Mm-hmm.
episode. Didn't. Glad you caught it.
How many layers
yeah.
of aluminum foil can support my landing? 5 layers.
Dude, he's so based at parkour, dude.
Oh, dude, have you seen his actual like parkour videos where he like goes and actually does like, you know, free climbing and
I haven't
shit?
seen him do like free climbing and any of this stuff.
You
but-
know that trend where like people like put an image of their face and then like they jump up into where that face is and like different body parts are? He has one of those for his 100 million or 100,000 subscriber or whatever. It's so cool.
Because it's like, how the fuck does he get up there? And then he does.
Bro, he does this crazy shit. Like, ooh, so close.
So close.
25. Standing test.
Stop.
According to my stats, 90% of you are not subscribed.
Based way to work that in,
Good
by the way.
tactic.
Amazing
I
tactic.
say that a lot.
Holy shit.
Let's try a flip now. That has to be the one.
Sick.
How many layers of aluminum?
Breath of the Wild sound too.
That dude's so good.
Yeah,
I
it's
love
really
his
cool.
content. But not as much as I love this man's content. Holy shit. So when was the first time you discovered Badland Chugs?
Dude, I watched something where he drank every flavor of Mountain Dew out of Das Boot one time.
Yep,
and
I
was
remember that one.
in.
Yep.
I was like, this guy is
The
incredible.
first one I ever saw was the Route 44 when they put that in at Sonic. So probably I'd say like 6 or 7 years ago was the first time I saw him. But he
Yeah,
had been
this
doing
was-
this
this
for
is like
10
6 years
years
ago.
before that, dude. He's been doing this forever. Badlands Chugs vomit in reverse backwards video. Wait, was that him puking in the bottle?
Keep.
Oh, there we go. I think it's the fact that he actually drank more liquid
After he threw up. Yeah.
I skipped ahead on this one because it's a 10-minute long video.
Yeah,
but
you
it's
don't need
mostly
to
just
watch
him. The intros are
putting them-
great. I will say his intros are amazing. They really are. Him putting the beans in the boot
and adding the water and then adding the
bomb
the
sauce.
Da Bomb hot sauce. So he's gonna
Amazing.
drink 4 cans of beans and half a bottle of Da Bomb
out of Das Boot.
Enough talk. Folks,
I'm gonna throw up, dude.
This is the hot bean challenge.
I'm gonna throw it up.
Hot sauce, all right?
This
He's
is
so happy. Why
this
is he
top-
so happy?
This is top tier content. Just watch. You may want to take that into consideration.
Oh god. Ugh. I don't like beans.
Get it on camera, dude.
Yeah, really get in there, dude. Watch him chew his liquid.
It gets right here. Because the bomb.
The editing is so good. Oh! Oops. What do you think his dogs think?
Oh my god. Hush, baby.
Hush, doggy.
Oh my god.
He's like, my owner is fucking dying.
He
gonna
starts
stir it.
he starts using the stir backwards, dude. It's like,
dude, this is fucking vile.
I was unbelievably high when I was watching this, and I was laughing so fucking hard. It was like right here when I just lost it.
That's hot. You smell that?
He's got half and half. It's not even just milk. It's half and half, dude. Just put some heavy cream in your body to really like settle those beans down.
I think I made a mistake.
You think?
I have never heard him say that. In the years I have watched him, I have never heard him say, I made a mistake.
And he's adding water to the beans, by the way. And he's
he used the wrong end of the spoon. That's so good, dude. Eric, stop. You don't have to do this. We believed in you the whole time. I can't, dude. I can't, dude. I'm gonna puke. Oh, God. at his cum. That looks like cum on his face. It's just half and half. It does not look like it.
Spoiler alert, because we don't have to watch anymore. He does not make it. He putzes around for like another 5 or 10 minutes, but the best part is when he's like drinking and then
dude,
like
he was so close to just puking.
Yeah, the whole time.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's fucking nasty. I have never seen something so vile.
It's amazing.
God, I hate
he did
beans.
another one with Dr. Pepper flavored beans, which was also quite interesting.
I'm good on the beans.
Yeah,
This is the problem
you don't
with
need
content. You have to you can never plateau and just keep chugging soda. You got to start chugging beans and shit, and that's fucking crazy.
You
All right.
Quadruple outdo yourself.
So a little context. I know you posted this one, but I do know about this.
Okay. I didn't
every
know about it.
every sound in Soulja Boy's Crank That is in the base kit of GarageBand, I think is what it is.
This looks like FL Studio. Is it GarageBand?
I'm sure it is, but it's one of the major programs, whether it's Pro Tools or GarageBand or something like that. Basically, every sound he used to make that beat is a
just
stock
a stock
sound. Yeah. So now people have taken to speedrunning how to make Crank That.
It's
dude. This guy's fucking flying. This is impressive.
19 seconds.
Please tell me I got it. No way.
Ooh, that felt good coming off the fingertips. I'll tell you that.
Holy shit. That's crazy, dude.
It's my video keeps getting recommended, bro. That's wild. It's like in every recommended of your TikTok.
That's because
Have
I
you
follow
noticed that?
so few people on TikTok, my guy.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
All right.
Oh,
I
here
have
we
not
go.
seen
Dude, this
this
is the Eski special today. I'm loving
You
this.
I'm gonna say you put a lot more into the ideas channel than I did this week.
Okay.
I don't know
I don't know about that. You kept
I don't
dropping
know,
shit.
dude. Towards the end, maybe, but like I felt like a couple days. I was like, I
let's go hang out in the forest this weekend.
This how you cut a Zanke.
What the fuck?
What are you even trying to say? No.
Germa.
Thanks for having us over.
So that's
Do it
good
again.
posting, right?
Do it one more time. Do it one more time.
Let's go hang out in the forest this weekend.
You know what? Let's just
really,
really
really take it in.
1.5 times speed.
This is how you cut a Zanke.
Trying to say?
Germa.
Thanks for having us over.
The level at which that sync for Joe worked is too good.
I love it. Oh my fucking God.
I'm telling you, dude, this week is pretty good. All right, Parappa the Rapper and Mitch McConnell.
Alright, Mitch, you're the man people here to see. So let's go repeat after me. Here's my plan for 2023. Here's my plan for 2023. Mitch? You okay, Mitch? Mitch, you there? Somebody call 911.
God damn it, dude. I love Parappa the Rapper memes. They're always so fucking good, dude. I slammed my penis in the car door.
You slammed your penis in the car door.
The Batman one's good too, for the record. All right, moving right along.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, that bit was hidden. I'm gonna eat the other half later. Saving that paper in flavor, no favor. I'm balling, no Laker. Man,
Again.
I ain't gonna lie, that bit was hidden.
So it can only be described for the audio listener as a Subway sandwich eaten in half. But instead of eating the half that you would think where they cut it down the middle, he ate from one side of the sub.
Imagine a bottle of milk. No, how do you describe this? You have to imagine the cut of the sub sandwich that you make when you open the bread. He ate along one half of that.
Yes.
He
So,
ate the-
yeah. So where the hinges on the bread of the Subway sandwich.
He ate perpendicular to the hinge. But in
So
in
good,
respect to the XY, not the YZ.
But honestly,
I don't know.
Bars though.
I mean, he's
I'm gonna eat the other half later. Saving that paper in flavor, no favor. I'm balling, no Laker.
Saving that paper, no flavor, no ball.
everybody's so creative, dude.
Dude, I love her, but not today.
Yeah, not today.
All right, men. Funny soccer meme inbound. Yo, it's our favorite schizophrenic guy.
No
Можно было пальцами загнуть ее.
No, wait, never mind. It's a different guy.
It's
a Russian guy. It's a Russian guy.
He had the same look in his eyes, dude.
He does.
Oh,
He
my
fears
Lord.
God. All right, Eski time. A little Eski content plug.
Absolutely.
I started watching this, as you can see. I got 28 seconds in, and I was like, I don't know what happened here, but I like it.
Yeah.
Today, this boy asked me out on a date, so I was like,
Holy shit,
Ladies and
G6, by the
gentlefolk
way.
of
That
most
song
esteemed
throws back.
variety, listen closely to my tale. In my possession, I find myself graced with an exquisite duality of telephonic devices. A most curious and convenient arrangement, indeed.
He's out, ladies and gentlemen.
One device, of course, would suffice for the average gentleman of the era, but I, sir, am not of such mundane persuasion. Nay, I am a man of affairs,
Nay.
both personal and professional, and thus, I bear not one, but two telephonic instruments upon my person.
This is just the lyrics of Two Phones written more
fashioned from
elegantly.
polished ebony and adorned with glistening brass.
You've been watching too much schizo posting, man.
Stands as a paragon of modern
This is amazing, though.
communication.
I'm just
Its
following the
rotary
trends, dude.
dial, a marvel of engineering,
I didn't know this was a trend.
permits me to engage in discourse with
Mhm.
acquaintances, colleagues,
Any like
and dear kin
when
alike.
men, or
With
don't
but
you
a
just
few
hate it when
twists of
men
the dial,
you drop
I
two
summon the
phones,
voices of those dear to me,
but more verbose?
conducting conversations of great import and
Ah,
sentiment across
but of
great
course.
distances. Yet, my second device, encased in sturdy leather, boasts a more
It's not the lyrics to
clandestine
I Got
purpose.
Two Phones.
This
It's the first
instrument
line.
of diminutive stature
What
harbors
the
a
fuck?
secret. It is
How did
not
you make
an
this
air
essay out of
communication
this, dude?
apparatus,
It's
for
him
within its
describing.
concealed
I got two
chambers
phones,
lies
one
a
for the
wealth
plug
of
and one for the load.
confidential
That's
messages
it.
and covert
That's-
correspondence. It enables me, sir, to manage the affairs of my
enables
clandestine
me,
dealings with
sir.
the utmost discretion, ensuring that no prying eyes or curious ears may
my
intrude upon my secrets. In sum, these two phones,
Holy shit.
in their contrasting forms, represent the dualities of my existence in this bustling, ever-evolving age. They encapsulate the delicate balance between the public and the private, the professional and the personal, and allow me, in this modern age, to navigate the intricate web of society with unparalleled finesse and elan.
What the fuck, dude?
That took me about 5 minutes to make.
Oh my god, that's
And
impressive. Dude.
completely whiplashing us. Skirt, skirt.
That was
Reverse.
TikTok time, dude. TikTok time's over. We did it. Yay.
Yay, we made it through.
You had some
Our
good
cheeks
TikToks this
hurt.
week, and including yours. Yours
Thank
was
you.
good.
Thank
That
you.
was good.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah. Now I'm just thinking about what would it take to write the entire song of Two Phones, and it would be like 20 minutes of just that cat talk.
Dude, you would have like an hour-long two phone. Okay, you just open it up. So while you're talking,
All
here
right.
we go.
No. All right. So, a new season of Marvel Snap is upon us as of 2 days ago. The monthly cycle reset. We had a really cool thing actually happen where we had the patch drop for the new monthly cycle, featuring the new card, and then the next day they actually had the monthly patch come out, which does major changes to cards. Beyond
after they test it for a little bit, and then
well,
see.
they do over the air patches, which are like just number adjustments for power or energy, and then they don't really change like the text. They had other cards they changed the text verbatim. They actually did one of the largest updates of a card they've ever done, with a card that was considered largely unplayable and worthless, and now it's one of the most potent cards in the format. And it's all due to this guy right here. So in celebration of the Loki television series coming out, I believe next month, it is probably the most like sought after Marvel series show, I'd say, by most people who
It's all they got right now, you know.
Kind of, yeah.
Sorry,
Honestly,
I talked so much.
I
shit.
mean, I'm not going to disagree with you as the more resident Marvel fan. Like, I think it's pretty weak right now, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
And their schedule for the rest of the year is basically like it's Loki, and then you have the Marvels. I think in November comes out, which is Captain Marvel 2 essentially, and who gives a fuck about that realistically? But yeah, this guy, Loki came out. He's 3 power or 3 energy, 5 power. On reveal, you replace your hand with cards from your opponent's starting deck and you give them -1 cost. This has been easily the best card release in 9 or 10 months. Like straight up. The last cards to have any kind of impact on the metagame like this were Zabu and Silver Surfer, which were like November for Silver Surfer, and then or maybe December for Silver Surfer, and then January for Zabu. And Zabu's a cost reduction card as well. But basically, 5 power is crazy already on a card. Like, it's a pretty good body stat to have because and I actually did a more in-depth like explanation of this concept on my Twitch channel, and I posted the VOD on my Twitter, so go check that out too if you want a better explanation. But there's a thing called the Shang-Chi zone. Shang-Chi destroys anything with 9 power or more. So basically,
this isn't about finding your G spot, right? This isn't masturbating that we're talking about.
Shut up. So basically, the best decks in Marvel Snap play cards that will give you a lot of power widely, and will not have any one of those cards ultimately attempt to break over 8 power, because that way you can't have the cards destroyed blatantly. However, right now, this card is terrorizing the game. This is easily the most overtuned, most conceptually like broken card that has come out. I have never seen a meta shift so hard away from the this 4 strongest decks in the game are now all weaker to this deck. Because basically what happens is since you're replacing cards with like their deck cards and it's reduced power cards, along with other cards that reduce power, that cards that don't start in your hand as well, like Quinjet, which literally drops them 1 more. You're playing their stat lines at lower cost. So you're getting more stats than them blatantly. It's really gross. And I found this take on Twitter right before from 2 content creators that I really respect, Cozy and Safety Blade. So Cozy said, life as a game designer has to be rough sometimes. A new season pass card is bad equals outrage. Is good equals outrage. Nerf the season pass card to make it more balanced. Outrage with even more emphasis.
Yeah.
So that's like a baseline take of what's going on from like the higher tier players right now. But this is a more eloquent thought on it. So Safety Blade, who is someone who writes for Snapzone, one of the 3 big
publications.
Yeah, I'd say there's like 3 big websites that do like deck tracking, meta analysis, and like things like that. So it would be Snapzone, SnapFan, and then Untapped GG. I use Untapped personally, but that's because they have a really, really good overlay that you can use for streaming, and it's super helpful to deck tracking and like showing. Someone who comes into your channel like in the middle of a match, they can easily understand what's going on. They're not asking you what deck you're playing. You're not getting distracted. It's better, right? So Safety Blade posts, Loki is stronger than Zabu or Silver Surfer. Sentiment I already thought. And they should never have been released in that state. He's referring to the 2 other cards. So implying that this card should also not have been released.
Should not be, yeah.
It's clear when the decision has been to add power so it sells. Releasing anything that could have had over 60% win rate in the game itself as a competitive card game is going to have an outrage. Devs have to make a balanced card game if they want to call it a competitive card game. IMHO, Marvel Snap, is not making a competitive card game and are pushing power into single releases because it sells. That's a gotcha game, and I don't know how I feel about pretending to be honest competitive game. Yeah. The real issue is that if they release a card every week, which they do, they are pushing cards to sell them. So of course there's outrage, and unfortunately with this model there'll be more to continue. And that is kind of on the piggyback of the data mine that came after the most recent patch, where they have basically the next 2 months of cards in front of us, and we already know what they're going to be. And some of these cards are fucking crazy. Like the power lines you're getting on them, 2/6 for one of the cards. If you play it correctly, it's going to be like super busted. There's another card that's like a 3/8 that's going to be coming out in November. That card will also be busted. The thing is, they can do this probably forever because Marvel is such like a wide breadth comic world where you can just pull obscure character after obscure character that no one fucking knows, but people will grow attachment to them because of their effects in a game. I personally am on the fence of like I've played a little bit of the season. I was enjoying it at first because I like the kind of deck that Loki enables you to play, because it's very much like, hey, we're just going to steal each other's shit and we're going to have fun being chaotic, right? But the problem is that the mirror match for this deck is so fucking difficult. It is so hard because you're just stealing your opponent's deck that's essentially nearly the same deck you have, but at reduced power. So it really comes down to who plays Loki first. And that's a problem. Like if you draw the Loki,
when it's one, everyone is focusing on the same meta.
It's fucking gross. And I could go to the websites and break down, like I literally could show you guys the stats on these cards, but like I cannot remember a card in 9 months that has been this potent at just controlling the metagame. And that's the thing with like the Zabu thing is Zabu's it's a fit card that reduces your 4 cost cards down to 3, right? So theoretically the most you're getting is 2 3 drops on turn 6. which is pretty good. I'm not going to deny that whatsoever. The issue is that like that's one card that you could flex into many options. This is like it's created its own archetype niche that like basically has a shell of 6 or 7 cards, and then the rest can be tech cards. But the problem is you don't want to play tech because if you play, like, for example, Shang-Chi, right? You don't want to play Shang-Chi because if you play Shang-Chi and they're playing Loki and they mirror your deck and get your Shang-Chi, guess what? Your tall card that you just like built up, it's no longer good. It's gone. They're going to pop it on the last turn. Guaranteed. So it's almost detrimental to play the card that would counter it. It's fucking ridiculous, dude.
Yeah, it's sad. It's sad because it was really promising and it seemed like they were really listening to their audience. And now what they're doing is turning on the money machine.
And I mean, right? I get that you have to turn on the money machine to keep the gears grinding, especially after these big launches on PC and stuff. But man, as like a content creator for it now, like I'm really trying to push into, it's so disheartening that I almost don't want to play this season. Like I want to hit Infinite and then I want to stop.
Yeah.
But I don't want to because I really love the game and I do like it. I like the innovations week over week where we get an over the air update. But basically I'm torn. I don't know whether I really, really want to keep pushing at this point. Especially this is the big detriment. So on top of releasing all this new stuff, they released the Infinite ladder. So now if you hit Infinite rank, it shows you what rank in the world you are amongst other Infinite players. So now there's like this massive incentive to be like, I can be a top 200 player. I can be a top 500 player. I could be this.
Yeah. Do they I don't know if they do that for Valorant, right? You're numbered. I'm sorry. You're numbered in Radiant, right?
Yeah, I think you are. I think you do get that. At least there's sites to break that down. This is blatantly in the game now, though, too. So it's kind of, and it's all based upon like a whole nother algorithm of how you get that ranking. And I don't want to go into detail on that. It's just really, it's frustrating. And the only thing I can think of that is more frustrating is like, so like Snap doesn't have like a blatant like cost curve. Like you could play the game free to play at some level and probably do quite well. And I think of things like competitive Pokemon is like a way worse like thing to deal with because right now, since they added the most recent stuff in right before the World Championship, basically there's like 4 or 5 games worth of content as well as 2 DLCs you'd have to play to get some of the competitive Pokemon. A lot of them are legendary, and to do that you have to grind over and over. And there's certain ones, like ones from Legends Arceus, that are problematic because once you have loaded the game save state once, even before you've encountered this Pokemon, that Pokemon's stats are locked. So you cannot get better EVs and IVs for them, possibly by resetting the game. You have to replay the entire game, get to post game, and get to that same Pokemon again, hoping to get the right stats.
Jeez.
Yeah, that's a whole other subject.
You ever see the setup for like shiny hunting that people have with like 30
it's
GBAs?
Insane, dude.
Imagine that with switches to farm from the Legend Arceus, like the.
I mean, that's the thing too. Like you talk about, like let's talk about that concept. Like the Switch itself's cost. Then you have the actual several games. So you have to get. Let's say you want a Pokemon that's from Violet, but you have Scarlet. Either you can trade or you can buy another game.
Yeah. And
then you also have Sword and Shield Pokemon being dominant. Like Urshifu is insane right now in the metagame because it can protect. It's a whole thing. There was a big controversy at the World Championship where like 20 plus players were disqualified from having modded Pokemon. Essentially, it's not cheating, but it is technically against the rules. So it's a whole thing that's kind of going on right now. In the competitive environment. And the only reason why I can say that is like worse is because we're talking like a $600 or $700 investment into being able to compete. Also, tournament entry for those are like $70 for a tournament. Like just to enter.
That's horrible for like the community.
It's not good.
It's not increasing the barriers of entry.
I hate that. And that's where I'm like, with this, like I love that Loki is the season pass card, right? You pay the $10, you get the season pass, you have Loki. Congratulations. And a lot of the cards in the deck that are like strong with it are series 1 or 2 cards too. So its curve to getting into is actually very cheap. Like that is a good thing. You can pay $10, play for a little while. Congrats. You're playing one of the highest meta decks there possibly is.
Yeah.
And the other issue is that have you seen the Loki TV show?
No, but you explained the plot to me a little bit.
So Owen Wilson's character in the show is getting a card. His name's Mobius M. Mobius. Okay. And Mobius, what he does is he prevents your opponent's cards from getting energy decreased, and he prevents your cards from having energy increased. Okay. So it's helping yourself and hurting them, right? This card is scheduled to come out the last week of this month, which means we are going to see this metagame present for the next 3 weeks, most likely.
Yeah,
and we will not
yeah.
see any reprieve until the end of the month. I'm torn on how I feel, man.
Let's hope they change. Let's hope they take the data in and change it. Oh
We'll
my
see.
god.
We'll see
this
what happens in the next
fucking
week.
Picture
All right.
is such
This context
a
of this picture
banger.
is crazy because I know who 2 of the 4 people pictured are. I know that's DeSantis and I know that's Joe Byron. Who are
That's
these other
it.
people?
That's all you got to know. It's just him with two normies.
Oh, okay.
And and DeSantis is literally walking like the shrugging emoji, like
He is.
like yeah. And then the guy in the hat has a shirt that says "True Florida Cracker," and Joe Biden's.
You know what? It does say that. You're right.
And Joe Biden's got his arm around his. I'm assuming it's his wife, and they're
That's
like
not
they're
Jill.
smiling.
Dude. That is not Jill.
No,
There's
no.
way
I'm
that's
talking
Jill.
about the man's
his
wife,
wife.
the certified Florida Cracker's wife.
I'm surprised he got so close there without her being a child to sniff. But yeah.
Oh Jesus Christ! So DeSantis just like this is like accidental renaissance right here.
I
Like,
wonder.
honest to God.
I wonder if this just further like allows us to argue that DeSantis is in fact an NPC, and he's just breaking.
Wait, was that? Oh my God! What's the Parks and Rec where they have like the senator that just like sits in his office and
Yes.
stares at the wall until he's like on camera?
Yes.
Is he like he doesn't have a mission, so he's just unprogrammed right now?
Yes, sir.
Oh my God,
This is amazing.
It's a banger picture. I thought that was amazing.
All right. So also into the world of politics, the second worst internet source of news right after Deserto is Jake Sucky, aka Jake Lucky on Twitter. I don't know if you've ever seen this guy. He's literally just Deserto 2.0 basically.
Okay.
And this shit was so fucking funny to me. So I really should have put this later in the show when we're going to talk about the thing that kind of spawned this, but it's fine because it's politically charged. 'Cause I'm going to be honest, I've never gotten into politics, nor do I care for them, but I miss the days people could just disagree or argue a little and then move on. Every time I talk about something now, I got people in my DMs calling me a right-wing, left-wing, Biden boy, Trump supporter, whatever the fuck. Like at this point, I almost miss just getting death threats.
True.
Dude,
Actually true.
when I read that, I could not help but fucking cackle. Like,
yeah,
one of the bastions of internet reporting that is just fucking notoriously terrible has gotten to the point where he's done with the bullshit and just wants death threats again.
He wants death threats instead of Well, what he's really saying is, I just don't like the politics became everyone's thing. Now everyone's a political science expert, and so now they all have their opinions that they're throwing at him.
You know what I have to say to that?
should unalive
Where were
yourself.
these motherfuckers in 2015 when shit actually fucking mattered? Like, I remember going back and forth with people who wanted to have political opinions, and I would sit there and like just prove what they're saying false because I actually cared about politics then. Like,
all I have
very
to say is,
vehemently.
I'm with her. Really, that's the best you could fucking do. I'm with her, and then point and laugh at DT. Like, come on.
I'm tired. I'm tired of the political like theater that is just let's all roast each other. Vivek Ramaswamy is a fucking clown, and I think he's hilarious at the same time.
We didn't get a chance to talk about the RNC
I don't
thing.
want to talk about that debate, dude. It was fucking trash.
I don't know. Chris Christie rose to the occasion yet again.
Chris Christie
He's like-
fell apart. What the fuck are you talking about? He didn't do
He's
shit.
He called out Vivek for what he is, just like he called out fucking Rubio.
Yeah, but then he
Do you
fell
re-
the fuck off after he said
Okay.
that.
All right.
He,
whatever.
like, no, I don't disagree with what you're saying. I fundamentally agree. He did roast him for what he is, but he didn't keep up the tenacity. He didn't keep fucking.
Chris Christie he's not actually a president. He's just like the really, really good jester in the court.
Oh,
Like
absolutely.
he's like ready to call the fuck out. Anyway.
I also will say this: I think DTE going on Tucker that night instead of actually going to the debate really hurt him. Actually, I don't think it's as beneficial as people are making it out to be. I think that.
Well, we don't even know like what stats actually are because Elon Musk makes you subscribe to him automatically or something like.
This
like,
is
you know
true.
there's
and it's
shenanigans.
It's
that he's
really
pulling.
sad that we mock the maker of X or whatever we want to call this shit these days, but
Yeah.
we use it for most of the content of the show. So whatever.
Fuck
It
him.
existed before him. I had a handle in 2008.
I'm
Get
sorry.
fucked.
Are you criticizing capitalism on an iPhone?
Hey, clown, guess what? Android, get fucked. All right, anyways, in sadder news,
Yeah.
Steve Hartwell, Smash Mouth founding member, was dead at 56 this past week. died of liver failure. He was in hospice. Was originally what we were going to report on, but then a day after I posted that, he had passed away.
He fucking died.
I mean, it's a tragedy. We had that video in 2021 of him performing, and he was fucking pissed drunk, and that was when he retired from performing, basically. You know, like
it does in fact look like the years do stop coming, though. I'm gonna.
Yeah, I mean, in all seriousness, alcoholism's a hell of a disease, and like, get help, man. Like, if you have a struggle out there with alcohol, you should seriously consider.
I didn't even know.
To your body.
I didn't even know that he was an alcoholic. Do you think it's because he became a meme and he was so sick of it?
No, I think he lived a lifestyle that enabled him for way too long.
Maybe it's because he thought he was an all-star. I don't.
He's my all-star. But in all seriousness, this does hit a little close to home because I did have an uncle who passed away, 10 years ago. He was in his late 30s and he died of alcoholism, essentially. Liver failure.
30s?
Yeah, late 30s. Yeah. So this is it's a serious issue, man. Like
it's for real.
To speak on it, I don't mind alcohol. I drink for taste, very specifically certain sour beers and stuff. I don't hate anyone who wants to drink. Like you're drinking right now, nothing wrong with that. But
don't you fucking mouthwash
it's
me,
the societally acceptable poison, is what it is. We are literally like everyone's like cool with it. That's always been my argument with before weed became legal in this state and other states. Was like, why the fuck are we allowed to do this but not do this? Doesn't make sense to me. This is way worse for your body. Like proven over time.
Well, and addictive and withdrawal is horrible.
But because
it's really
because our society peddles it so much as this acceptable thing
there's
to do.
Industry surrounding it. There's kind of people's 401k.
And see, I don't mind people wanting to drink. I don't mind people drinking occasionally. It's the fact that like there are entire businesses that are dedicated to like getting people to binge drink. Like they want you to drink as much of their product as they can get you to drink.
Yeah, I read a study. I read a study that talked about like college students, like something like 20% of them actually go out of college, like their first year, second year, being is it functioning alcoholics? Is that the one where you can
so sad, dude.
Go through your day? Yeah. It's because of binge drink, and that's just in the United States. Like we have a very specific issue with binging.
There's a lot of binge eating, binge drinking,
binge sexing. Like there's like it's our culture is very weird because we put such a stigma on stuff, and then once we're like we open the floodgates, it's like right when we start working, prime for pickings for like our wallets, but then also it creates all these problems, after the fact too.
Now, all that glitters is gold sometimes.
True. Yes.
And Steve will be missed greatly, but it did spawn possibly one of the greatest text exchanges I have ever fucking seen. Guy person says, Smash Mouth guy died. Other person, I can't believe 9/11 is happening 3 times this month. Wait, what's the third? Jimmy, Smash Mouth, 9/11. Other guy, LMAO, I forgot about 9/11.
Wait,
never forget.
Yeah, because Jimmy Buffett
passed away as well. Yeah, I'll have him within a week. We didn't get a chance. Jimmy passed away on 9/1. We literally didn't get a chance to even talk about it yet.
Fed to the rules, and everyone hit the ground. They weren't running.
Not anymore, at least.
It didn't make sense.
Dude, that shit's so funny, but the situation that causes it is so sad. Like Jimmy, here's the contrast. Jimmy went out being a beach bum alcoholic, but like he also was in peace. He had family and dogs and everyone around him like that loved him. He was old. He was in his 80s.
Did you see the I don't remember his name, but he went to every Margaritaville in
Eddie Burback.
in America.
Yeah, Eddie Burback and Ted Nevison. Yeah. They both made a video.
That's so crazy that they.
The year before that, they did every Rainforest Cafe. Yeah. Based. Yeah, he had flashbacks in that video because they visited one of the locations where Margaritaville was, and right across.
And there's like one right across the way, dude. Yeah.
Based. God. Eddie Burback's been killing it, by the way. And I'm glad he has, because ever since the whole Gus Johnson thing happened and that like Gus and Eddie ended, I was worried that he was going to have, not as good of a time on the platform, but he's
big fan of the show. Big fan of the show. Shout out to Burback, by the way. Thanks for tuning in, brother.
Dude,
huge.
The Burback channel specifically is awesome. Their Lego Star Wars video, so good.
Yeah.
Peak. All right. Speaking of peak, it's time to talk about the #1 show on Netflix currently.
Let's go.
First off, did you and Rachel finish the show?
No, I'm on halfway through episode 2.
That's okay. It's all good. I will say episode 1 hit a lot harder, and like that's why I was like, dude, this show's so fucking good. And there are some things as a One Piece fan that I'm contentious about, but when my normie girlfriend who has never watched One Piece and she's seen me watching it, is like, so when are we watching the next episode? For over the whole holiday weekend. We finished it already, obviously. But yeah, basically One Piece is the #1 show in 86 countries currently on Netflix.
It's that good, dude.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Now people are already asking, Sam asked me this year, when's season 2 going to happen? I'm like, that's not how this works, dude. Like, you have to understand there are things that need to be accomplished for that to be renewed.
It has to have success, lasting success.
I don't know how they would even continue this show realistically for very long, because if they're trying to adopt like this show down the line and tell the story that's trying to be told, I mean, Anaki's going to be a fucking 60-year-old man by the time they get to Wano. And that's like the current part. It would be insane. So let's talk about what's going on there. So, like I said, #1 in 86 countries, which is a global record for the record. It is beaten.
That's nuts.
It's beaten Stranger Things season 4 and Wednesday, which were the current, like, most recent holders of that record. However, there are some things that those shows have still beaten them in, which is views, an actual count of views. It's still #3 overall. Wednesday had like 200 million within the first couple. I think Stranger Things had a little bit more than that. This has about 180 million, I want to say, something like that, hours. So basically, this thread here is actually not thread. It's just this one comment. This breaks down quite well about how this could happen. So according to what's on Netflix, the upcoming weeks are going to be key to the show, the live action One Piece being renewed. So renewals come down to several metrics, and we only get our eyeballs on a few of them. Thank you, Netflix, for hiding every fucking piece of data you guys keep, you fucking pieces of shit.
Based.
One of them is very much completion rate, so the number of people who actually finish the show. So that's where like you and your wife fall in, right? You guys started it, you liked it, but if you don't finish it, that like definitely hurts the chances. Whereas I know people finish Stranger Things season 4. I know people finish Wednesday.
They finished House of Cards season 5, even though it was the worst thing on the planet. They finished.
Damn, they sure did. They sure did.
Fucked that up.
All right, so
horrible.
So they've talked about completion rate, and then for week 2, they have to see an increase in viewership, right? This is the hard sell to me. I don't think it's going to hold on to viewing hours. That's what they talk about in weeks 3 and 4 in this very statement here. If it falls off of a cliff, which is more than 60% of the viewership. So if we go from 180 million views this week to 120 million views this week, or that's not the math. That's not right. I just did the math wrong. I did the inverse.
That's about right. 6, 12, 18. So yeah,
Well, so it should be 6 then. So it falls off 60%. So if it plummets,
so then it goes to 60 million, 60.
Yeah. So if it goes to
600,000.
Yeah, exactly. No, 60 million. That's right.
60 million.
Yeah. So if it goes down to 60 million,
yeah.
roughly, that's rough. Number of viewing hours, that could be rough too. So the chances of this succeeding in getting a season 2, it's possible, but it's about that retention of that spot. It's about how long it keeps its hold on the Netflix audience. I think it has a chance.
I think that everyone loves pirate shows. Pirates of the Caribbean broke that ground because pirates used to be fucking janky.
Absolutely,
dude. That is my draw, because I'm always going to love pirate shit. I live my life as
So
a
since
pirate,
you've seen the first episode, what did you think of the first episode?
So what's weird to me, and it's probably just because they had a lot of shit to cram in and they're trying to be pretty true to the story, is like it felt like things happened very, very quickly. Like they laid a lot of groundwork that like I might want to see a little bit more. And so like the flashback to him eating the devil fruit was like, okay, he's just really stretchy now. I guess that's cool. Like this happened in a matter of 2 minutes.
Yeah.
You know, and then like we're introduced to a bunch of characters and then it seems like they're just gone immediately. And I'm trying not to
Shanks,
be corrupted.
perfect example. Red hair Shanks is the perfect example of this. To you, he's just some guy, right?
Yeah.
To me, I know everything about Shanks.
Yeah.
Like, I love this character. I am enamored by him. He's the most fascinating person in the world of One Piece to me still personally.
Like, who's the club girl? Who's the girl with the club? Alvida. Yeah. She's just a 10-minute like side quest.
Yeah. She's so what she is in the series actually is she's like the first. Okay, so this is where it gets weird. In the manga, the first chapter is the backstory of Luffy and the whole Shanks stuff, and it's not separated into pieces like they did kind of.
And that's
done.
That's weaved in throughout. Because
right.
I'm halfway
Instead,
through episode 2.
It is an entire block of episode that gives you all the backstory. Okay. Then the next episode or next chapter would be getting on the boat with Alvida, where Kobe is doing all that bullshit, defeating Alvida with the gum pistol, and then they get on a dinghy and leave. Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's basically episode 1 of the anime, though. So
Okay.
they don't do backstory until a little bit later in for Luffy, which is fucking weird in some ways.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it works pretty well because like you're giving all of that backstory rather than interweaving it. So I understand that they have to make narrative changes.
Yeah.
One thing
And
particularly,
I have no context for the narrative.
I will
but-
say that I do not like about episode 1. There's two big things. Okay. Number 1, Zoro being in the yard, being tied up.
That was the first viewing of him, right?
When
that
he
was
would
where he
meet
was
him
supposed
is
to be
where
introduced.
he's
Yeah.
yes, exactly. And he's supposed to have already been there for 3 weeks. So he's supposed to be looking fucking bad. Like he's
And
not
it
supposed
looks
to be
like he's there for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, so
or
that was
whatever.
kind of like, okay. I will say McKenyu, the actor who plays him, is like insanely talented. He's been in so many adaptations of things, and he's like really good at what he does. I liked his portrayal of Zoro. But that was one thing I was like, okay, you guys kind of missed the entire point of Zoro here, but that's whatever. There is one thing I saw, which is during the fight scene with Axie and Morgan, Zoro does a tumble, and if you look closely, you can see one of his swords, like scabbards, like bends because it's made of fucking
Jesus.
rubber, and they didn't like cover that up well at all. And I was like, oh, that feels so bad, dude. Like,
Whoopsie.
come on. However, this is one thing I know you have no context for, but you'll be able to appreciate it knowing this. So the scene where they introduce Zoro, where they have him fight that guy, Mr. 7, I think is what it was, right?
Yep.
That is something that has only been referenced in the anime and manga and has never been shown. So them to create this scene that was actually like, I thought it was fucking great. Like that was an amazing fight
The action
scene.
is amazing.
Dude,
They did a really good job with
McKenyu
choreography and stuff.
Dude, McKenyu's a great sword fighter. Like he did really well with that. So, I think that was pretty cool of them to include that. That made me personally happy. I can speak on the fact that even that whole thing they just talked about with Baroque Works and all that shit, that guy being from that, they're setting up season 2 with that already in episode 1. That Baroque
the
Works
first
is a
episode,
main feature of the second major arc. So I can say that I'm pleased with it. I'm definitely not like
Sorry.
oh man, this is a world changing thing. This is the beginning of I think this is the beginning of a new era for live piece anime adaptation. I think it's possible. But I think
but you have to think like who they're trying to appeal. Like the audience member for an
Absolutely.
anime is like completely different than like the normie Stranger Things, Orange is the New Black. What's another Netflix series? I don't know.
Absolutely.
But and so like this drew me in just through the trailer because of the subject matter, but also like I'm hooked. I'm gonna finish the series because I really really enjoy the balance of things. It felt like the pacing was a little bit weird for the first one.
It is,
and I could tell like. I'm trying not to psych myself out, but
No, I
there's
mean,
a lot.
Sam asked me a question afterwards. The first episode, she's like, "How many episodes did that just cover?" And I had to like look at the episodes. I'm like, 5. So it
Shoved
was,
into an hour. That's like
right.
that's
Now,
pretty crazy.
for
But-
people who have watched this and you're like, "Oh, I want to consume One Piece now. What do I do?" There are 2 options I will give you. Okay, number 1, do not this is the disclaimer. Do not go. Okay, I have read that episode 45 is where this leaves off. When I finish this. So now I'm going to pick up on episode. Don't fucking do that. There are so many differences between the live action and the show or the manga that you will be lost. You will not understand what's going on. So there are 2 options. Number 1, read the manga because that is an at your own pace, more enjoyable experience than sitting down and watching every episode of a show that has been going on for 24 years.
Yeah.
Or there is this thing on Crunchyroll for people who want to get into the anime maybe, but they're like, I don't want to sit and watch every episode. There's a special called Episode of East Blue, which covers in an hour and 46 minutes the entire first 45 episodes. And it keeps more than this adaptation of 8 episodes live action did. So there's options. There's ways to do it. Don't do One Pace. Okay.
Okay.
One Pace is this thing people have done where they're like, you could skip this minute to this minute of this episode and start on this episode 3 episodes later at this timestamp, and then you're picking up and you're cutting all the filler. Don't do that. It's a waste. It's a fucking waste.
Only plot points. You're just reading the.
That's why you read the
just
manga.
reading
If you want to cut the
happenings.
filler, read the manga. Like that's the point of filler. All right. Anyways,
Yeah.
One Piece rant over. Go watch it if you're interested in pirates remotely.
It was good. I liked it. Go check it out.
It's more enjoyable too. It gets good. And let me
I
tell
look
you,
forward to it.
Sam was like invested, and she's just like, oh, is this going to get sadder for certain people's backstories? And I was like, so the backstory you just saw is the 5th saddest backstory they introduced in this season. And she's like, what? I'm like, it's going to get worse, dude.
It gets
Like,
a lot worse. Yeah,
it's so
Jesus.
good. All right.
Okay.
Now, from an interview where Inaki Godoy, the actor who plays Luffy, he talked about this in a different interview I saw, and then I found this piece posted by Netflix. So this is him meeting Ichiro Oda, the creator, and this is a quote that this just warms my heart. So I'm just gonna let it play.
でも本当に実写化で一番心配だったのがルフィみたいな人間が見つかるのかっていう話なんです。うん。だからいろんなオーディションの動画をたくさん見てて、秀樹くんを見たときにちょっと笑っちゃったんですよね。
It made you laugh?
It's ready! What is it? Or Jolly Roger?
もうまず僕の描く漫画みたいな人だと思ったら、
That's really
直感的
cute.
にルフィだって思った。
Bro, okay. I cannot express the joy that gives me because I can see it in Anaki's face too. And he talks about it in a different interview of how much happiness it brought him to be like, oh, I made him laugh, which is what Luffy would do. And then he's like, that's Luffy. He said it. That's intuitively, I said, that's Luffy.
Yeah.
Imagine
that's
meeting
awesome.
the GOAT, the greatest of all time, and being like, you're my man. That is the highest honor, dude. That's so cool. That is so fucking cool.
And Luffy is he is I guess it is his story, but he absolutely carries that show from what I can tell.
He's going to be king of the pirates, dude.
His childish optimism, regardless, he's going to be king of the pirates.
I mean, that's what he does. In the face of extreme adversity, he consistently is just nah, I'm going to be king of the pirates. And he'll say it so lackadaisically. Okay, so this was big for me. In episode 1, when they're on the dinghy leaving Alvida's ship and it's on fire behind him, and Kobe's like, should we be worried? He's like, nah. He killed it as Luffy there.
Yeah.
Luffy is so nonchalant, so doesn't fucking care about anything other than his friends. He loves his friends.
Yeah, true.
And their dreams. True. All right, moving right along. A great, amazing account I've been following for so long is Shirts That Go Hard on Twitter. And I saw this one.
Go hard.
So it's Sebulba and Anakin from episode 1. It says, podcasting, I'd rather be pod racing. The font's immaculate, dude. That shit's so good. All right. And another one I saw. This is the next grift we need to run, by the way.
Is Pope Francis drip, dude? Oh
dude,
my
Pope
God.
Francis dripped out 100, amen. He is dripping. Teach your boys to dress. He can flex for a day. Teach your boy to drip. He's swagged out for a lifetime. Amen.
Amen.
Dude, that shirt goes so hard. I want to buy
100.
And you can at shirtsthatgohard.com. Sponsor us.
That's
all right.
dope.
Now, let's talk about something that is insane. So AMC is plotting a phone-friendly program. So for just $50, patrons will be allowed to use their phones during the film.
Felony.
Phone without payment may constitute a felony with a maximum penalty of up to 5 years in prison and or a $250,000 fine, which is essentially taking that disclaimer that they say that you could be in trouble for and being like, no, you will be in trouble for this, but also better than the alternative that I think they should do. Which would be just take them out back and shoot them in the head.
Them.
Yeah.
Stop. Why? We're the same fucking person right now.
Yeah, sometimes we are. But so you hate people using phones in the theater too.
It's the worst thing in that
bro, you went to go see a movie. Yes. You went to go see a movie. Just watch the fucking movie. There can be nothing that is that important, probably.
The Matrix is converging right now.
If you have kids or something, if we drop our kids off, go go see a movie. We're enjoying the film.
We're literally breaking away.
And then we get a text saying, hey, something's going on, and we got an emergency run out.
That's one thing.
That's one thing, right? How often does that happen? Never. You know what also doesn't happen? People being off their fucking phones. This reminds me of when I saw A Quiet Place in theaters in 2018. I remember someone being on their phone on Instagram and then they are a talking person next to them. And I stood up and I go, hey, it's a quiet place, not a talking place. Shut the fuck up.
And everyone clapped. I'm sorry.
No, someone else was like, yeah. And I was like, thank you. That guy. I was so mad, dude. I still think about that all the time. Dude, you're going to a movie. Go experience the movie, man.
And kill them. Yeah, you're paying so much money to just be on your phone. It is probably an addiction. It's probably not their fault.
Oh, 100%, dude. And I mean, if it were me and it was a boring movie where I don't let's say I want to take my kid to see a movie in a couple of years that he wants to see and I have no interest. Playing Marvel Snap the entire time doesn't sound half bad. But you know what? The psyche damage on my child from being like, oh, my dad doesn't want to spend time with me or enjoy this. He just wants to be on his phone. That's not good. Like, be
Yeah.
present. Be a human being, you motherfucker. Consume some art. All right. Truly a piece of artistry.
Speaking of art,
Posted by
the
Drama
outfit,
Alert. Dude.
Whoever did the outfit
Dude.
for
So EDP has been busted again for trying to meet up with a minor by Jadeon, of all people.
So you guys know it's not CGI.
Oh, dude.
I don't look at him playing like the fucking college girl in the sweater.
Dude.
Holding the sleeve of one of his arms, dude.
Dude, Jadeon, I
have mixed feelings about him.
I don't know. He's fine.
Go ahead.
I think starting a hate raid is like one of the least harmful crimes you can commit on a live streaming platform. I'm going to say
Well,
it.
he was on Destiny's stream with like 20,000 people, and he was telling everyone not to vote because their vote doesn't matter. And like that was one of the most like
that's pretty
what the
funny.
fuck are you talking about?
I mean, he's wrong, but like it's really
he's like
funny.
absolutely wrong.
Yeah,
But-
I mean, there's actual like legislation starting to attempt to be passed in multiple states right now where they're trying to up the voting age to like 25 and stuff. So if your vote didn't matter, they wouldn't try so fucking hard to take it away from you.
Yeah, true.
I'm gonna say that. That's a true based Fleeb opinion.
Oh,
are you familiar with
my
90 Day
God.
Fiance? Are you
I've
familiar with
seen
this
this
character? Yeah, this is Big Ed. This is Big Ed, who's only like 5'2".
This is the ideal male form, absolutely.
He looks so fucking hard to kill, dude. He has no weak spots. You can't even punch him in the throat. Where is it? How are you gonna find it, dude? The trachea hidden.
It's his throat covered by his chest cavity, dude. You got to get to his heart.
And the fact that he's
And his
naked
arms
is
are-
just crazy.
That's amazing.
Those man
That's a good
titties are
picture.
insane too. Jesus Christ.
They're like side. They're not even. Okay,
Dude,
what is
I
this?
don't even know. All right, for main character moments on Twitter. I want you to look very closely at what he's getting.
He's getting.
It's just prime.
Blue.
It's just all
It's
prime,
blue
dude.
Prime.
You got a few oranges too. So it can only be described as a man dressed as Kratos walking through a grocery store. Goes to an end
Gets
cap.
all the prime.
Gets all of the prime. And he's carrying. I forgot this part. He's
He
carrying
doesn't
the
even-
shopping cart by the base of the shopping cart.
He doesn't roll it. He
and
just
when
picks
and
it up
once
with his
he's
hands.
done putting the prime in the cart, he picks it back up. Dude. Fever dream posting. All right. Have I ever told you about my love for the Midwest emo trend on TikTok?
No, but
I
know
love
that you
love
that.
videos of like dudes being like, I lost her, and then someone stitches with it like a little like twinkly guitar riff. I love that shit. This is a new level of that meme. This is an actual band. And I cannot get over this song. It's so good. So POV, you're at a sweaty house show and the band makes you mourn your own youth.
I sold my childhood away for dirty colors.
Oh my god, dude.
Based.
I'm too young for nostalgia.
That's okay. Whatever. He's really feeling emotions right now.
I miss spamming Kirby's downbeat too. To 2009. Fuck yeah, dude. That's sick. That
nice.
song is so fucking good.
It's not necessarily my vibe, but I can appreciate what they're doing. But
I
let's
appreciate
keep
it.
going.
I
Yeah.
appreciate it. All right. Yeah, dude.
This is Taking Back Sunday, and they're
that's too much credit to
album.
No, that's too
This
much
is-
credit
I'm-
to Taking Back Sunday. I love Taking Back Sunday, but
Dude, I'm sorry. Taking Back Sunday was like all that I knew was I loved Make Damn Sure, and then I couldn't
Based.
get that, so my dad said we have Make Damn Sure at home, and he let me download their self-titled album, and like that's all I could listen to from them.
Okay, that's actually kind of sick. I wish he let you download Tell All Your Friends instead. But yeah, That's sick. I didn't know you were a Taking Back Sunday fan. I love Taking Back Sunday.
I really have a little bit of it, but
that's sick. No, it does have some certain vibes to it. That very much was representing the band that his shirt is for, which is Tiny Moving Parts. That was that was very much a Tiny Moving Parts joke. Which I love that band. So,
and it's actually not. It was a Decade Under the Influence. That's
great
that's
album.
The album that I was.
That is a great album.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
That's weird that your dad said, "Hey, you can't have this like super successful album because Louder Now is like."
It had the D word in it. It had the D word in it. That's why.
Okay. Did he listen to the lyrics of any of the songs?
No, he didn't.
Yeah, clearly he didn't. Because what?
But he didn't say damn in it.
A groundhog named Chuck has been stealing a farmer's crop in Delaware for 4 years and he eats it right in front of the surveillance camera. I want to take a note that when I posted this reader's added content was not here. So Chuck the groundhog isn't stealing. The owner planted a guardian especially for Chunk and his family. Chunk's girlfriend, which is called Nibbles, and they have 4 kids. Little guy has his own YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, X, and merchandise page. Let us watch the video.
Chunk.
He's just looking at the camera, dude.
Something about animals eating.
Look at the carrot in his hand. The bounce up from the bottom of the frame is so good.
Amazing.
Whole apple in his mouth.
Babe, do you know about Chunk the groundhog? No, Chunk the groundhog. There's a farmer that made a garden for him, and then he put a surveillance camera in front of the garden so that Chunk can eat.
Babe, come home.
It on camera.
Babe, come home. Chunk the groundhog is on.
It is adorable. The death stare. It's something else, dude.
His little teeth, too. God. They're so cute, man. He's a sweet little boy, man.
That's great.
Dude. All right. So I'm assuming this is a TikTok live, right? Based upon the format?
Okay.
I think I can't think of another.
This is a live. This is them dual streaming or whatever. Yeah,
yes, sir.
Yo, Scrap Dragon, Atomic Blast! Unfortunately, this time you missed out on destroying my mirror force. So get rid of your Scrap Dragon.
I want to reference that this guy's channel name is Yakuto R Moto, which is like a reference to Yugi Moto, the protagonist. So I can only assume that this guy does this all the time.
Absolutely.
Dragon is only nearly gone temporarily. Main phase 2, I activate Monster Reborn. I knew you would try and destroy my Scrap Dragon, so I was prepared.
The Nani comment's so good.
Nani?
And my wife has summoned a ham sandwich to my field. This is my lucky day.
Dude, the ham sandwich fucking got me.
I what?
He is the main character, dude.
Dude, that ham sandwich energy. All right, let's get into this fucking loser. This fucking bald fucking retard.
He's a big
whatever
thumb.
he is. He got mad about Starfield having gender options.
Nothing
Idiot.
is real.
Idiot.
It's for clicks.
However, someone posted chat, so eject this man right now, and they fucking delivered.
Yeah,
dude.
And they're covering like the entire frame by frame of his
So
video.
this was the thing that actually had Jake Sucky posting about how like he hates people politicizing everything and all that shit. This is where that all came from.
Is
however,
from that loser politicizing it? Yeah.
Yes. However, this follow-up tweet being like, I had nothing to hear with this shit. And it's just Professor Oak from Pokemon Red and Blue saying, are you a boy or are you a
boy
girl?
or a girl?
So good, dude.
These fucking pronouns. Yeah, dude, it's obnoxious.
I don't.
He may have a point. There might be a little bit too much.
Did you watch the video of him doubling down?
No, I'm not saying that in this particular instance he's valid. He's a total hypocrite because he was talking about the J.K. Rowling thing and saying, "Oh, you guys just need to grow up or whatever, not be triggered by words." And then he gets triggered by words. Like I understand it, but I am saying
Mm-hmm.
to appeal to our radical Nazi right wing audience,
the occasional comment section,
demonetized,
or that one nihilist guy.
Yeah, true. Nothing matters. It's
like
fine.
that guy.
Whatever. I don't have the energy for that conversation right now.
That's understandable. But yeah, it was weird that guy got that mad about it. I understand what you're trying to
I think it was for
to.
clicks.
Maybe. I don't know.
But all that I'm saying is that it could be the case that it is too much,
Now,
but he's choosing the wrong thing
that has surely generated
this
clicks.
Is fucked up, dude.
GTA 6 is rumored to be $150. I've seen that reported by multiple sites. I saw it reported by Deserto too. I'm not going to play it. I didn't play GTA 5. Controversial, I know. I've never stepped foot on whatever the name of that fucking shitty city is. But no, like seriously, there was that whole phase of like, you know, content creators playing it and doing the RP stuff. I never got into it. I thought it was fucking dumb. The funniest thing was when someone had a burger shop for a little while. That was pretty funny. And then after that, it was kind of just dead to me.
Yeah, well, that was Chance, right? Soda Poppin' was like
a
burger place. Yeah.
That was
that's
sick.
cute. But like taking the police work seriously and like busting meth labs and stuff, that's just whatever. I understand that what's happening is the average Twitch audience is people that don't have any friends, and so this is the closest thing that they can get is to watching other friends play in a complex world or whatever.
Absolutely.
It's fine. Whatever. Let people have it, but
people can be
never me.
parasocial. I don't know. Like, what are your thoughts on like being parasocial in general?
I think that it's no different than like any other thing that can be addicting or can't be addicting. Like I think that it's fine that it exists. It's up to the individual to do the best that they can, and then if we see that it's a problem, we should have support systems for them. So
I think that's everything in moderation, dude. Like it's just don't let this thing consume you and be everything you're about. You know,
and I'm libertarian. You know, like I think 13 should be the age of. No, I'm kidding.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm libertarian in that I just think that really government should keep like its nose out of most things that people do, but I do understand why they want to try and protect. But in this case, it's like whatever.
Yeah, I get you.
The people who are donating money to feet streamers are like they probably have the extra money. It's not like they're you know giving blowjobs to give it to Pokimane or whatever. As far as I know,
tier 3 sub confirmed. All right.
Yeah, true.
Now, moving right along, a little clip that I thought was just so funny and wholesome. A little clip from Hasanabe. I'm not a big Hasanabe head. I do watch Fear and, but it's mostly for the dynamic of like him, Wilmeth, Cutie Cinderella, Austin show.
Yeah,
like they're just fun together. He actually doesn't talk politics on that show specifically. Like they have a hard rule, no politics.
Good.
Which is great because I mean that's what he does 24/7 basically.
Because they hate his politics. That's why.
I don't have any problem with his rhetoric, honestly, other than
Let's watch it.
You're a Weasley little liar, dude. No.
Yeah.
Anyways, this is so fucking funny though. Like,
okay,
very gamer moment from Hassan.
We go back to Norway. We went to Oslo.
Oh, Norway! I've always wanted to go to Norway. Sounds fucking awesome.
The guy who said it was awesome is T-Pain, for the record.
Mom, I'm gaming with T-Pain.
Please.
Get out of my room!
Yeah, no, it's just like living with your parents. I mean, oh my God. She's trying to talk to me.
I'm gaming with T-Pain.
Mom, leave me alone. I'm gaming with T-Pain.
I thought it'd be like a hotel situation. Like they park the boat.
Oh man, that's so good.
That's classic, dude.
A real gamer moment, if you will.
The power of the Holy Ghost. What the fuck is?
I have tapped into Christian TikTok shorts, and they're very funny.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, let's just start it over again. Let's just start it over again for funnies. All right. So what appears to be a woman about to be sexually assaulted
at the carriage park for a fucking Target,
when a priest walks out of nowhere and pushes his hand out with a force blast against a guy who then transforms into the devil. And then the gangster pterodactyl descends and he flies away on it. So good, dude.
That's parody. There's no way that's real. That is fucking insane.
Dude, I don't know, but the next one's even crazier. And that's what got me, dude.
Okay. Why the heck did I just stumble across the hardest edit of all time?
There's no one on this planet that can stop me.
I can call in a favor and send people who aren't from this planet.
Set them all.
The right can't meme. Example A. They absolutely can't.
Dude, that shit was so fucking funny.
That goes really hard, actually.
I know, right? Like, I was surprised on how funny the right wing actually is sometimes. Send them all. All right, got a couple more and we're rounding out the show. All right. I don't know if you've seen any of these other ones. This is my favorite one. But these are like these Batman TikToks that are being made right now.
What? Who? I haven't fed him yet. No.
So, POV, you get a water cup in Gotham.
Hey man, can I just get a water cup?
Yeah.
Hey.
Is that water? Sprite.
But he doesn't kill anyone. He just
Sprite.
Yeah, he just waterboards him.
he Sprite boards him, dude. That's classic. That's a very high effort meme, and I like that a lot.
And now,
the
greatest piece of content that we will consume all night.
Oh no!
Super Hot Fire is returning, and was spotted out in public battling the real rapper Baby Tron.
No,
I mean, if you recall, the most recent one he did was versus Soulja Boy. So, like, he does get real rappers.
No, I never saw the Soulja Boy one. I saw a more recent one, but
I didn't know he did a more recent one. But
he has his crew with him. That's faking.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
and he's got real ass Baby Tron there. Now let's just take a second to peep what is a little preview of this video when it eventually comes out.
What else you doing? Do what's wrong. What? I go to the mall. What you doing there? And I shop. Right. Till I drop. Hey, here's some more Super Hot Fire.
Oh my god, dude. I can't wait for that video. That's gonna be so good.
What was the one that like just recently happened? It wasn't the Psych, that's the wrong number. That's like the OG.
That's the OG, yeah. Let's find out.
Super Hot Fire. It was really good. It was actually really funny.
Let's see.
It was Blueface.
Oh yeah, it was Blueface. Yeah. Let's check that one out.
Wait, I'm sorry. I didn't realize he was actually punking real rappers. This just adjusted so much of my perspective on him.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't probably originally, but then after like the fame, he probably, you know.
3 cribs.
Restaurant owner.
Kid, 5 baby mamas.
Wait, did he say 1 kid, 5 baby mamas?
Blueface is something else.
Give it up.
He is.
For Blueface.
What the fuck is he wearing?
Blueface, where the mop stick?
Go to the most viewed because that's where it is.
It's got to be right.
Yeah, right there.
Say that was light.
Light. That's light. Put him in the stroller.
We're about to hear some hotness. Yeah, we're about to hear some real raps. Go and talk to this young man.
God, Super Hot Fire is so short.
You think you could just come here and rap at me? Calm him down. Calm him down. Yo, relax.
God, I love Super Hot Fire.
You just spit pizza on this man's shoulder and all type of stuff, man. On the trench coat.
On the trench coat.
Listen to me, bro.
He almost breaks character there too.
I care about his feelings. We all care about his feelings. And also on top of that, you're not gonna win rapping. We didn't come here to listen to you do that. There's some things you can do and can't do on this.
He has to be in on the joke.
Oh my goodness. Hold it down.
I take the jar and I twist it.
I take the ball, I bounce it,
I miss it.
The dude's head.
shoot, I miss it.
I miss it. Psych.
He missed me. Wow. Crazy. Come on. Psych. I switched it.
Put the jelly out the jar.
Oh, man, dude. All right. Well, with that, it's going to be another episode of the 110 Podcast. Eski, thank you for being here, man. Anything you want to shout out before we go?
Just check out my link tree, linktr.ee/ESKI
down below in the description.
____. You'll see lots of fun content that I do, not on the pod.
Also,
Fleet,
check
what
out
about you?
my TikTok, my Twitter, and my TikTok and Twitter. I don't remember the third thing I have. It's whatever. Who cares? Oh, Twitch. Yeah, TikTok, Twitter, Twitch. Check all those things out. They'll be down below in the description as well. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and see you guys later. Goodbye.
We'll see you guys.